I'm coming at the haters, they're making me more famous, cause my videos got more force than Darth Vader. Go! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Battlefront Bazaar, your one-stop shop for all things Star Wars Battlefront. It's your boy, Turkish Delight, and today we're going to talk about that sense of pride and accomplishment that EA clearly wants us players to feel with the new content they dropped with Part 2 of Season 2 and upcoming content in the future. The second half of the Han Solo season dropped today, and with it came some cool new additions to Battlefront 2, including some legendary skins for Han and Lando, 2 new modes, and a new planet location. On top of that, we also got a new hero ship, Lando and L337's Millennium Falcon. And that's where I'm going to start this rant/podcast. I've been getting some comments asking for longer videos and content, so doing what any good brand should do, I'm going to give my audience exactly what they want, and I'm going to start to try to stretch my videos out a bit with some more information and make them more in the style of a podcast. I think Swanee and Cookie got me beat in that area. Their chemistry behind the mic speaks for itself, but I hope you guys enjoy listening to me talk about the game and give my thoughts and feelings about it. I appreciate everybody's feedback, and if there is anything that I can do to make your stay at the bazaar more enjoyable, please do not hesitate to let me know in a comment. Unlike EA, I do recognize the importance of listening to your audience. So let's start by talking about the new Falcon real quick. Players logging into Battlefront 2 today were treated to the new content from Part 2 of Season 2. However, we also were surprised by a credit cost attached to the new Falcon, the cost being a whopping 35,000 credits. 35,000. Now, I'm not really one to complain about the game too much. If you've been a viewer for the last few months, you'll know that my attitude about Battlefront 2 is typically quite positive. I'm optimistic by nature, and I enjoy the game enough to recognize and appreciate the very real hard work that goes into making it. However, I'm also very realistic, and 35,000 is not a realistic price point for that ship. Out of all the game modes in Battlefront 2, Starfighter Assault is not exactly the most popular. I know I don't play it too often. What you're seeing right now is actually arcade mode, and I'm just testing the new Falcon out in this gameplay. There are some dedicated Starfighter Assault players who are very good at the mode, but the majority of the player base focuses on the modes that center around infantry and heroes. So unless you're one of those dedicated Starfighter Assault players, I don't realistically see many of the players picking up this new Falcon. Consider when we received Tali Lintra's A-Wing and Iden Versio's TIE Fighter. Both were 5,000 credits apiece. So was Rey's Falcon, if I'm not mistaken. This new Falcon cost 30,000 credits more. That is absolutely insane, especially when considering the fact that we got a total of 5 legendary skins with this second season. Add that credit cost up, and you're looking at a total of 400,000 credits needed to unlock all the legendary skins that got released in Season 2. That doesn't even pay for the Chewie skin, the Skiff Lando skin, or the new Falcon. Now with that in mind, let's also consider the fact that the upcoming heroes General Grievous, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, and Count Dooku will be locked behind a credit paywall, according to Ben Walke, our community manager. Now let me take us back to the launch of this game real quick. Remember this little number? Almost 800,000 downvotes on Reddit, all because EA wanted its players to feel a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking heroes we all wanted to play as right out of the gate, such as Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. If you all recall, both Vader and Luke were the highest priced heroes at launch, both being 60,000 credits apiece to unlock. This sent the community into a frenzy of rage, with the aforementioned Reddit post being the most downvoted in the history of the website, smashing the previous record, which, funny enough, was held by a post that literally asked for downvotes. Needless to say, the players struck back. And after that backlash, the prices for the heroes was dropped significantly, with Vader and Luke still being the highest priced, but at 15,000 credits now. The other heroes and villains ranged from 5 to 10,000 credits depending on who it was, and a few months after that, they did away with the credit paywall entirely and unlocked all character heroes free of charge for all players. Well, it looks like EA either didn't learn their lesson, or they didn't earn enough downvotes on that Reddit post. If Lando and SJW's Falcon is 35,000 credits to unlock, I don't even want to think about how expensive Obi-Wan and Grievous are going to be to unlock. Also, couple the fact that we will probably be receiving several skins for each of these heroes when they launch, we could be spending anywhere from 50,000 to 200,000 credits on just one single hero. For anybody who can connect the dots, this really should not come as a big surprise. It's obviously the money-making strategy that EA is incorporating with this new content release. Make unlocking the ability to play as the character just pricey enough so that we spend all our credits unlocking them, only to encourage skin purchases using crystals because we are now credit broke from unlocking all the heroes. I expected something like this from EA, because it's EA. I was just kind of hoping it would be a little more subtle than this and not such an obvious attempt at our wallets. I'm not necessarily upset, because I do understand EA needs to monetize this game. I'm more just disappointed because I thought we actually made some progress. I thought we were at the point with this game where EA wouldn't need to resort to scummy money-grabbing tactics because the quality of the game and its content would both speak and pay for itself, with players happily dipping into their wallets to purchase crystals for character customization because we feel like we are actually being rewarded fairly for spending our time on this game. I do not feel rewarded by waiting 7 months for new content only to be met with a Falcon that players were literally asking not to receive, be locked behind a paywall of 35,000 credits, and the news the heroes I've been waiting to play as will also be locked behind credits. That does not fill me with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking them. It makes me want to stop playing because I don't want to spend my life grinding for credits just so I can unlock everything. EA doesn't deserve my money just yet. They already made $60 off of me when I bought this game at launch, and the fact that they sold me a shell of a game with the promise of more content if I paid more was insanely scummy. And now this? Again, I don't want to take a turn to negative town because I'm still high off the announcement that was made on Saturday regarding the upcoming Clone Wars content. That was the news everybody needed to hear, and I don't want to dash anybody's revamped positive feelings toward the game. I'm just trying to give a realistic look at what is clearly going on behind the scenes. EA hasn't learned a damn thing. I can't tell if they're putting this news out there to gauge the player base's reaction to it or what, but I don't like it. Personally, I will not be spending credits on the new Falcon. I already spent $80,000 to unlock one of the new young Han skins, and now I'm back on the credit grind so that I can buy the heroes and skins that I really want when the Clone Wars content drops. If EA really wanted players to feel a sense of pride and accomplishment, they would make insanely difficult challenges for players to unlock the heroes, instead of a credit wall. At least that way we feel like we are actively working toward unlocking said hero, instead of just saving up an insane number of credits only to spend them all and be back to square one. There is no pride and accomplishment in being broke after you unlock the hero, especially if the default skin sucks and there is a better skin available for purchase. If you're credit broke and can't unlock the skin you want, then you have no choice but to buy some crystals, which is the exact game EA is playing here. This is their money-making strategy. Force players to spend their hard-earned credits unlocking what should be available immediately, in my opinion, and then flaunt cool, expensive skins that the players can no longer afford with credits so that they cave and have no choice but to buy crystals. I also believe the release of all these legendary skins this month was a strategic move. Many players will spend their time earning credits to unlock these skins we got with this round of June content, and like I said earlier, those who want to unlock all 5 legendaries will need to save up at least 400,000 credits. That is 400,000 credits we could be saving for when the Clone Wars content gets released. You could use those credits to unlock all 4 new heroes and then buy some skins for them as well. And honestly, if Clone Wars content is what you have your heart set on, that's exactly what you should do. It will be a grueling next couple of months holding on to those credits, especially with these new legendaries just sitting there teasing you, but if you want the Clone Wars stuff when it drops, I highly recommend you hold on. I already caved and bought Beckett's crew Han, as you can see in this gameplay, so I'm going to need to spend some time to catch back up. One of the first Battlefront videos I ever made was called the EA Credit Conspiracy, where I talked about this exact same thing. That was back when I was under the impression Season 2 was going to be Clone Wars, but the fact still holds true regardless. This literally is something of a credit conspiracy, and EA is the Illuminati-like secret society that controls how we spend our credits and how we play this game. So what do you guys think? I've been talking for quite a while now, so I want to turn it over to the comments section and see what you guys make of all this. I've spoken to some players who are very unhappy with the scheme, and others who are virtually indifferent, even in support of it. So I'm really eager to see your guys' point of view and engage you all in a civil discussion below in the comments. This was a bit of a long one, and I appreciate everybody who has stuck with me up until this point. If you made it this far in the video, comment a sense of pride and accomplishment below, because you guys should definitely feel that for listening to me drag on about this for this long. If you enjoyed today's commentary, give the video a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts below. If you're new to the channel, consider becoming a subscriber to stay up to date with all content from the channel, and don't forget to ring that little bell next to the sub button so that you get notified whenever I release a new video. I appreciate you all stopping by the bazaar. This has been Turkish Delight, and I'll see you all out on the battlefront. Peace.
Tequilas, margaritas, got me chilling with the divas and all of the spicy senoritas. They be dancing on the table, oh so graceful, delight angels, got them spun like ballerinas. If women not from Venus, take me to the zenith.